everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I put together some Valentine's DIY. Very easy, super cute, and I love the way they all came out. So let's start with the first DIY. First up, we're going to take some Hobby Lobby craft paper, and I also picked up these cute hearts from Hobby Lobby for 40% off, a Dollar Tree house, and I'm not going to be using these wood arrows. So the first thing I need to do is trace out the craft paper to fit the top of the house. So that's what I'm going to do. Place the house right on top of the craft paper and trace it. Now to place the craft paper on top of the house, I'm just going to use my glue stick. I didn't want to use Mod Podge. So now I'm going to place the craft paper right on top of the house. So I pulled out a heart from the package and I'm going to paint it with the baby pink paint. So now I'm placing down some words that I created on my Cricut, and it says love. So I'm also going to be placing down the other words that say lives here. So it's going to say love lives here. Now the love is fine, but the lives here, I had such a hard time with these tiny little letters, especially when you use Dollar Tree vinyl. I mean, as soon as you try to pull it off, they kind of like go where they want to go. So I try to get them as straight as possible. Now all I'm going to do is just hot glue down the heart in front of the house, and look how cute it looks. But I did want to add a little ribbon, so I took a little pink heart ribbon. I think I got that at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and I'm just going to place a little piece of it in front. This was so easy to make. I love making easy stuff, and especially when they come out really pretty like this. This is really great to lean up against a bookshelf or on your shelf anywhere. And I think it's really cute for Valentine's, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going to hot glue down that little ribbon to the top of the house, and that is it. This project is complete. Next up, we're going to take this Dollar Tree conversation heart. The Dollar Tree carries so many cute things, and I got this from Dollar Tree as well. I'm just going to use the back of it. So I decided to use some ivory chalk paint to paint the heart and that little wood piece itself. I didn't want to paint it red or traditional colors. I wanted to go with a more neutral color. Now I need to use a heart shape, so I'm going to use this Dollar Tree heart and just trace it on that wood piece, showing you what I did because my camera wasn't on. So all I did was use my pencil and trace it out on that wood piece. Now I'm going to take some baby pink paint and I'm going to go ahead and fill in that heart. So even though the pencil markings was very light, I went ahead and used a eraser and went ahead and erased all the pencil markings around the heart, so this way it wouldn't come through. Now I'm just going to take a piece of sandpaper and just go around the edges because I want some of that MDF to come through. I'm going to do that with the heart as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and place down the words that I created on my Cricut. It's going to say, I'm yours, and then it's going to say at the bottom, no refunds. Now I placed down the vinyl words at the bottom that say no refunds. I didn't like the font, but unfortunately I didn't have any black vinyl left, and I had to run to Dollar Tree and get more vinyl, and then I changed the bottom part of the font. And here you go, another very simple, easy, but pretty Valentine's DIY, and this project's done as well. All right, for this one, I grabbed this XOXO wreath rail sign and some of these little hearts and lips stickers from Dollar Tree. And this is from Halloween, and I'm going to use this, but I'm going to cut it in half. Just going to place down the XOXO sign on top of that board, and then I'm going to take a marker to mark where I need to cut it. So I just want to use the XOXO part, so I just need to remove the bottom part of the rail. Just going to use my box cutter and just cut that right off. So I'm going to give the XOXO sign a one coat of the white acrylic paint. I found this at Dollar Tree. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it or what I can do with it, so I just came up with this cute idea. Went ahead and painted that board with the black chalkboard paint, and also painted the lips with the hot red paint color. Now to place it down on that board, I'm just going to use some hot glue. I'm also going to place down the red lips on the board as well. Super easy to make and very inexpensive. And this is another project completed. All right, for this one, I grabbed this from Dollar Tree. I used it before, and I'm going to use it in this DIY. I'm just going to use the back of it. So I'm going to remove it from the frame. Now it has that little indentation from that clip. Just going to take some spackle and fill that hole. So I'm going to be using some ivory chalk paint to paint the back of the board, but I'm not going to completely cover the back of the board with the paint. I want some of the MDF to peek through. I'm also going to use the ivory paint on that frame. Now I'm not going to completely cover that either. I'm just going to place down some paint here and there because I want it to look like it's old. Now I want to create the XOXO on the board. Now you can use you could trace out XOXO and then place it on there with a pencil, but I didn't do that. I'm just going to try to freehand it using my ruler to guide me to make a nice straight line. Now to make the O, I'm going to do the same thing, freehand it. Now I'm going to paint the XOXO letters with the baby pink paint, and you will see the pencil mark come through because I did not erase it, because if I erased it, I wouldn't see the lines, but I added, I think, 3 coats, and in the end, you can't see it. I also used my Cricut and just going to place down the words that say hugs and kisses right in the middle. And that is it. This is really quick and easy and super cute. You can make the words larger. I decided to make them smaller, but I still think it looks cute. Now I'm going to place it right back into the frame, and there you have it, another adorable Valentine's decor. All right, for this one, I grabbed a Dollar Tree heart and a tile from Dollar Tree. This is my favorite DIY today. Starting off by painting the top part of the heart with the baby pink color, and then I'm going to start applying the tile to the heart as well. So it's going to be half paint, half tile. So in between the heart, I'm just going to use some antique wax, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe most of it off. Now I grab that tile, I'm going to place the heart right on top of it, and that's the way I'm going to cut it because I'm going to start off with the bottom piece. So I'm just going to take a scissor and cut through it, and then use my X-Acto knife to get in between the front of the heart. Now to place the tile down, I'm just going to use the hot glue. So I'm using my scissors just to cut around the edges, and then I'm going to place the other piece in front of the heart and do the same process. Now I'm placing the tile right on top of the heart, and I'm going to place down some glue. Now I'm just going to cut around the tile, and then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife in the areas where you can't reach with the scissors and just clean it up. Pretty it looks. Now I'm just going to clean it up with my X-Acto knife. So I'm taking some antique wax. I'm just going to go around the outside of the heart, a little bit around the tile, and a little bit on front of the heart as well, just to make it more vintage. I love the way this one came out. This is, like I said, my favorite. Now I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree lace ribbon, and I'm just going to place a piece on top of the heart, and I'm just going to glue it down on the pink part of the heart. Thought it looked very pretty with this lace ribbon in the middle. It just gave it some character. It looks very vintage. So to make it look nice and clean, I'm just going to wrap ribbon in back, or just glue the ribbon in back, I should say, so it looks like it's cohesive. Now I'm going to make a messy bow. I'm going to grab some ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take this burlap ribbon and cut two pieces. This is going to be the bottom base of my messy bow. So I'm just going to cut a couple pieces, and then I'm going to like create an X and make a cute messy bow. Now some of the ribbon I did get from Hobby Lobby, like that one right there, the little hearts, but the majority are from Dollar Tree. I have all the ribbon cut, and I'm just going to place an X and just randomly pick a ribbon and, like I said, make a nice cute messy bow. And this is the easiest bow to ever make, especially if you're not a bow maker like myself. But this one comes out so pretty. Now I'm taking a piece of jute twine and I'm going to wrap the bow with the jute twine, tie it off in the knot. So to hide the jute twine, I'm just going to take that Dollar Tree lace ribbon and wrap it in the middle. Now I'm just going to hot glue it to the heart at the corner on the left-hand side of the heart. And it's so stinking cute. I love this one. I love the combination with the tile and the pink heart, or the pink color, I should say. Now I'm just trimming the messy bow because the ends are kind of long. Now I want to create a hanger. I'm just going to take one of Dollar Tree's ribbon. This is like a ivory beige color satin ribbon. Just going to hot glue it to the back of the heart. Another project completed, and look how beautiful this came out. All right, for this one, we're going to grab a couple flour sack towels from Dollar Tree. They're normally located where all the kitchen supplies are, and a wired, it could be a round wire, or it can use a wired hanger or anything like that. I used one of Dollar Tree's round wire, and I just kind of like formed it into a heart. So I'm opening the towel, and it's very large, and I actually just used one to make this wreath, and the wreath that I'm making is quite large, and you can see I already shaped it into a heart. So I'm going to cut the end of the towel because it's the thicker part, and I don't need that. So I'm just going to remove that first, and then I'm going to start making my strips. Now you could do two things. You can make a bunch of strips, so this way it's easy for you to tie it, or you can just make one strip at a time and go around, tie it, cut it, tie it, and cut it. So I'm making a 1/2 inch strip and just ripping it, and that's basically it. And then you go around the wreath and you tie it all around the wreath. I didn't use a double knot because it would look funny because it's very thin wire. I just use a regular tie knot, if that makes sense. And normally I would use like a 5 inch, but some were 6. I didn't want them all the same length. Now it's your option if you want it the same length, but I wanted mine to look kind of like uneven, but kind of farmhouse style. So all I'm going to do is place it on the wreath, tie it, and just continue until I finish the whole wreath. Super easy. And you can add different color fabrics in here if you'd like, if you don't like the white. I mean, there's so many different options, but I wanted it to be just a white wreath. In some parts, you'll see I didn't measure. I just kind of like eyeballed it. Like I said, I wanted it to look a little different. I don't want it to be even. And it took me about a 1/2 hour to do this. This was Dollar Tree's large round wire wreath, but they also have a smaller one you can use if you don't want it that large. So here's where I was telling you that you can just rip a strip, tie it on the wire, and then see how long you want it and just cut it from there if you don't want to like make a bunch of strips. It's also an option. So I'm just finishing at the top where it dips, where the heart is at the point, and placing another strip right there. And if you want to hang it, the piece that I originally pulled off in the beginning, that thicker piece, that's what I'm going to use to glue it to the back. So this way I can hang it. You don't have to hang it, but giving you an option. And that's it. It was so simple to make. Just creating a little knot for the little hanger. And you can either tie it around the heart or you can glue it back. And that's pretty much it.
Songs of tomorrow, I'm dying to know it all. Stories of joy.
This is the last DIY. Grab these foam hearts from Dollar Tree and a heart from Dollar Tree. We're going to make a very pretty Valentine's heart. I'm going to remove everything from the front because I'm going to be using the back. I'm going to start off by painting the back with white acrylic paint. I did about 3 coats. I placed down painter's tape because I'm going to paint black between the lines. So I'm going to use Dollar Tree chalkboard black paint. Now I'm going to remove the tape. It's going to leave me with some nice, crisp black lines. Sometimes you have little marks here and there, but that's okay. I can actually touch it up. Now I'm going to take that foam heart and some of these little, are called little beads. I'm going to place a few around the hearts, and these are pink, and I'm going to grab a few of the white ones too, but I'm not going to completely cover the heart. Now I'm going to place down a few of the little white pearls in between the pink. So I use my Cricut and I'm going to place down the word that says love right on the heart. Because the L was a little bit too long for the heart, I'm just going to go ahead and trim it. So here's where I'm trying to figure out if I want to use that little heart doily with the foam heart or just leave the heart on the wood heart that way. I was going back and forth because they do look cute both ways. I decided to use that paper doily. Guys, let me know if you like the paper doily or if you like the wood heart with just the felt heart. I think it looks pretty that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue everything down. With the felt heart, it actually attracts all kinds of particles and hairs and everything. And if you notice, I'm always picking something off because don't forget, I have 2 cats. I have a Mancoon that sheds everywhere. So that's why you see me sometimes picking things off. But anyways, getting back to the DIY, I'm going to go ahead and place down that little paper doily and then place the felt heart right over the top. I think the color combinations are so pretty, but you know what it reminds me of? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It reminds me of Paris, the color combination. Now I'm going to be using Dollar Tree felt ribbon and just created a little simple bow. I'm going to hot glue it to the sign. Also grab this. This is like a hair accessories from Dollar Tree. I thought it was so pretty, so I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue that right over that bow. And look how cute that is. Now to hang it, I'm just going to place some jute twine through the existing holes, and look how pretty this came out. Placing the jute twine through the hole, tying a knot in front, and that's it. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Till next time, guys, take care. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.